Now, I want to know, who is Gamera? Do you want to know who Gamera is? Well, Gamera is a Japanese kaiju, a monster, from the Daiei series, spelled D-A-E-I, I believe, from Japan, which was a rival studio for Toho. In 1965, the first Gamera film came out. Gamera is a fire-breathing turtle who can fly and is a friend to children, so he's family-friendly, child-friendly. And the first film that came out was Gamera the Invincible from the Showa series. 1965 this came out. The first Gamera film was the only black and white film and got Americanised. And they haven't got many Showa Gamera films from through to the 60s through to 1980. But I've got this one, I've got Destroy All Planets, and I've got a compilation of Gamera films on DVD-R somewhere. And that includes about 4 or 5 films on there, so it covers a majority of them. There's about 7 Showa Gamera films. Piper Dog loves Gamera. My friend Sylvia from San Francisco on Facebook, she loves Gamera. She wants Gamera as a boyfriend. And Gamera is a alternative to Godzilla from Toho Studios, but Gamera is a friend to children and has always been portrayed as a superhero, and it was to cash in on the Godzilla franchise. And then we had films, series like Ultraman, and obviously the Godzilla series. All the Kaiju fans could tell you a lot more detail about other monster series that came out from Japan. But the Showa series of Gamera kick-started the Gamera craze from 1965 to 1980. Gamera took a 15-year break in 1980 and came back in 1995. And the Heisei series started then, probably because of the hype of the Heisei Godzilla series and films like, you could argue Jurassic Park because of giant dinosaurs being popular and giant monsters. And the first film that came out from the Heisei series in 1995 was Gamera, Guardian of the Universe. And I think Toho were making these by now. As far as I know anyway. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But 1995's Gamera of the Universe got back to Gamera being not only just a superhero, but being taken a bit more seriously, like in the Heisei series. Gamera the Guardian of the Universe got quite good critical praise in the day. And it came out in England with a dubbed soundtrack. And this DVD here came with a game magazine, I believe. It's not actually been released or anything like that, but you can still get hold of this. But Gamera Guardian of the Universe is definitely worth picking up from the Heisei series. Next came in the Heisei series in 1996, Gamera the Attack of Legion. It's pronounced Legion, not Legion, but it's pronounced Legion in Japan, I believe. And this continued Gamera fighting more giant monsters and being a hero and having a telepathic power, similar to the Godzilla series. It had a telepathic connection with a young girl. And I also like to point out that Steven Seagal's daughter stars in these. She started off in Gamera Guardian of the Universe. His Japanese daughter starred in these, so it's got some action connections there. And I recommend, if you're not a kaiju fan, still pick up these films because they are good fun. Gamera Attack of Legion was the sequel in 1996 and continued on the serious turn of the Gamera films. And with these DVDs that did get released from ADV Films, I've got loads of special features. And it's about time companies started taking kaiju a bit more serious and releasing these films, which is really good, and I can't fault them for that, especially with all the extra features. In the trilogy of the Heisei series, finally came Gamera Revenge of Iris, This one came out in 1999, I believe. Loads of special features on the disc, and these films from ADV Films are absolutely fantastic, especially with special features like mentioned. And you should go on Amazon and pick these up, because they are at quite cheap price. You should really pick these up, especially monster fans. Even if you're not a huge monster fan, the way these films are taken a bit more serious may appeal to more mature audiences that are into different genres of films on the internet, or whatever genres of films you're into. Very, very good. The High Seas series of Gamera ended in 1999 from 1995, and the final Gamera film so far that came out wasn't until 2006, and that was Gamera the Brave. I haven't got that film, I still haven't watched it yet, but some people actually complained that that's not as good as the High Seas series. But you can also check them out. I think Gamera the Brave came out in Region 1, it's on Chinese Region 3, you can get it from eBay, anywhere like that. With the future for Gamera, there was rumours of a 40-minute 3D feature, which was going to be made at the same time as the hype of the new Godzilla 2014 film, but that's gone a bit quiet. It'd be good to see Gamera ever come back somehow, some capacity. I suppose Kaiju is going to be popular again, especially with films like Pacific Rim, and obviously this new Godzilla film coming out. I suggest you do pick up some of the Showa films, because they are a lot of fun as well. These have been on MST3K, been parodied on there, as well as other Godzilla films from the 70s and 60s. Gamera is a flying turtle. Tastes of turtle meat, apparently, according to MST3K. Breathes fire, friends children. In the High Seas series, he's got extra weapons. He's got spikes that come out of his elbows, and he attacks other monsters like that. He's got green blood, probably because they don't want red blood in like a family Kaiju series. But Gamera is super. He gets 2 thumbs up from me. A lot like Gamera Guardian of the Universe, which was quite critically acclaimed. The High Seas series was quite critically acclaimed, and rightfully so, because these were great comeback films for Gamera, and to take Gamera a bit more serious and make him make the films be like dark touches, was a really good idea, and the special effects are good as well, especially if you like that type of stuff. They use some CGI in these films, which is a very common ground, especially in this day and age, and for the 90s, when CGI was taken off in films like Jurassic Park and stuff like that, you can see why they used it in these films, and you can't go wrong, really. That is Gamera. You know who Gamera is? Go out and check out some of his movies. There might be some on YouTube. You can get his films on Amazon. I've got a compilation movie pack from the Showa series somewhere. And Gamera is alright in my eyes. I know Piper Dog loves him. I know my friend Sylvia, who's a Hong Kong movie fan, loves him to death. And Gamera gets 2 thumbs up from me. Thanks for watching, and go watch some Kaiju. Have a good day.